So thank you so much for being here. Can you tell me a little bit? Why don't you just give me your name and your affiliation with the product you're going to be talking about?
Sure. So my name is Dr. Splichal. I'm a functional podiatrist from New York City. I'm also the founder of Naboso, and Naboso is the first and only textured insole that's on the market. And our goal is to improve balance, mobility, and reduce falls.
So who would be the people you would think would be using this product?
Some of our greatest effect is really medical performance and wellness are our three verticals. Being at the Innovation and Longevity Summit, focused on anyone with acute or chronic neurological conditions. So that could be immediate post-stroke, where the concern is now they're navigating new movement obstacles, or chronic neurological conditions, again, stroke, but more longer term, Parkinson's, MS, any neuropathy, or anyone over age 65 who may be at risk of a fall.
And how long has this been on the market?
So we've been on the market for 2 years, and the last 6 months we've been really focusing towards aged care and the reduction of falls or movement longevity.
And how significant a problem is that among older people?
So in 2015, falls in seniors cost the U.S. healthcare system $50 billion. So I would say it's quite an issue.
And you're a podiatrist, you obviously have specialty in this, but what motivated you to launch this product?
In addition to doing podiatry, I've traveled around the world educating professionals about barefoot science. My interest is in sensory science, the brain, movement, and how our body uses sensory information to optimize our movement patterns. So that could be stimulus to the eyes, to the ears, the vestibular system, to our joints, or to the skin in the bottom of the feet. And then studying what the skin on the bottom of the feet is sensitive to, I started to get into texture. And there's a lot of textured insole research that is on the market, and no one did anything with it. So it was seeing these great results from the research studies that it could potentially help people, and then not having anyone actually use that information. I saw it as an opportunity to then use it, develop a product, and then within the vertical of aged care and neurological conditions, we started getting amazing feedback and the patient or user testimonials. I mean, I can't not push this product after I see how it impacts someone's life.
So, talk a little bit about that. What kind of reaction did you get? What are some stories that you received from people who've used your product?
Yeah, so one of the conditions that we see the strongest effect is in Parkinson's. It's just the nature of that condition. We have dozens of videos of Parkinson's users that have a kind of a shuffling steppage gait, where they have decreased awareness or just contracture of all of their digits, so they're very unstable. And then we put the Naboso insoles in their shoes, and immediately they start to find a different rhythm, a gait symmetry. They walk a little bit faster. We even have videos of people who are running after putting these in, which people usually think we're making it up, but we're not. It just shows how powerful the skin in the bottom of the feet is. We also have testimonials of MS patients or neuropathy patients who say, I haven't felt my feet in 15 years and now I can feel my feet again. You know, they're so grateful to be able to feel that. I think we take our feet and balance for granted until we start to have a shift, and then we don't realize how important it is.
So you got a little visual here. Walk me through like how it works and what the technology itself is, how the technology works.
Absolutely. So this is the Naboso insole. You can see that there's little pyramids across the entire insole. The pyramid is a very specific height and distance between each pyramid. It's actually stimulating what's called 2-point discrimination. The best analogy is Braille. So when you read Braille, the nerve in the finger that is stimulated is the same that we stimulate in the feet. And then it's freely movable. There's absolutely no biomechanical control in our insole. That's not the goal. The goal is purely sensory stimulation. You can wear it in your shoes with no socks, thin socks, or some people will actually put it in their sock. So very low barrier to entry, seems super, super simple, but sometimes simple is the most effective, right?
And so how does it work? What is the technology that allows the result that you see with this?
Yep. So the skin in the bottom of the feet, there's what's called mechanoceptors. So special nerves, hands and feet, and it's sensitive to texture, vibration, skin stretch, and pressure. The texture is the one that we're stimulating. And when you stimulate it, not to make it too complicated, but you then stimulate what's called the somatosensory cortex of the brain. And that's part of how your body orientates itself in space. So feet, foundation, feels texture, brain orientation starts to get activated, and then that translates to better balance and stability.
So who are your customers right now? Are individuals purchasing this? Are there healthcare systems?
Yep. So we are working with insurance companies, institutions, and then individuals. So the insurances, we're looking at how can a very simple, low-cost, $50 price point product potentially reduce a readmission fee, and then that readmission fee. Is huge cost savings. From the institutions, that's long-term care facilities, aged care, assisted living, and then long-term care rehab centers. And then the individuals is, of course, the end user. And that would be the individual who's concerned of a fall risk. Maybe they have foot pain, maybe they had a stroke, or it's a family member of those and they're recommending the product.
So it's $50.
Yes, $50 price points off our website, as well as retailers, resellers, and we have some physical therapists that also will resell them.
So what retailers carry this?
So they're orthopedic shoe stores. We have a couple that are in the U.S., and then we have some running shoe stores, and we're very excited that we have distribution in 8 countries as well.
And how many customers have you had so far? Do you have?
So we've launched 2 years ago, and we've sold a revenue of 1.2 million. So this thousands, thousands of insoles.
So as far as you know, nobody else has any product like this. Are you the first to market with something like this?
Correct. So yeah, first to market with the textured insole with this specificity. There are different insoles that try to improve balance. They use more vibration, which was one of the other stimulation that I had referenced. The vibration is a little bit more difficult. It creates a higher price point. There's a little bit more barrier to entry. So when it comes to texture specifically, we are the only one on the market. And then our goal is to really kind of pave that way and have people actually think of, oh, an insole can be more than arch support.
Because up until now, they primarily are used, right, for people who have flat feet or who, have issues if they want to, run better or they have, right. So this is taking this in a different direction.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so do you just purchase what, like, do they keep it? I mean, do you just purchase one and you're good to go for a long time? Do you need to replace these or?
Yep. So they come in 4 sizes and you can cut them. So the material is easily cut that you won't ruin it. It's closed cell, so it does not absorb the sweat and the bacteria. It can easily be washed. You can throw it in the washer and dryer if you would like, or in the sink. We have a life expectancy on it of 1 year. So $50 for a year is quite a good price point. Some people will buy several pairs to put them in their shoes, but they can be easily transferred around. And then again, very freely movable, but they can be put on top of a custom orthotic. If someone's using an AFO, I know a lot of patients with MS start to get foot drop, so you can put it on an AFO or in really any footwear.
Great. And what's your website if people want to learn more and know where to purchase this?
Yep, absolutely. So the website is nabosotechnology.com, Naboso technology.com. We're also sold on Amazon, and we have several online insole retailers. So the insole store, it is the Naboso Neuro insole.
Okay, so that's what they should search for on Amazon. And can you spell that?
Yep. So Naboso is N as in Nancy, ABOSO, and then the insole is Neuro, Neuro, and then insole.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time.